I love that supernova inside the black hole. Hey kids, this is Pulsar Vision come to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement with another exciting day of wearing beautiful handmade chains from Hexty Armstrong, and another beautiful day in crypto where today was the day. Today was the day everything was supposed to pop off and go insane. I'll let you guys choose which hat we go with today. We got the white hex, we got the Magruder hex, and of course we got the black and gold. Nope. So whoever comments first, that's the hat I'm wearing today. Let's check the comments here. We've got Retrostatic. Hello there. Hey, Retrostatic. Good to see you, man. You've been very busy posting a lot of cool stuff in the community. That's awesome. Good afternoon. Nope. Okay, you guys got it. Nope hat going on right here. Say hi. Can't see you. Where in the world is CryptoCat 46? That's what I'm wondering today. I saw some stuff disappear from Pulse Market app. We'll get into that. I'm going to show you guys how you can actually see if the person selling you J3s has scraped or not, or has scraped any. If they scraped them all, then that's it. But who knows? I'm going to show you guys how to use Impersonator XYZ. We're also going to jump into Bistro as always. And I'll show you some cool stuff in Bistro. A bunch of stuff that was listed last night has disappeared. So people are biting and eating up everything with a good deal on Bistro, which makes me so happy. I love Bistro, big fan of it. I would love the whole community to go there and start doing OTC in moments of crisis and redness. And of course, today is March 26th. Yesterday was supposed to be the beautiful day of relief, of blessings, of the chart finally turning around. And today we've got a little tiny bounce, but not much. We'll go through the charts as well. And we got some cool updates on our website. Matt Wardell is in the house. Hey, y'all. Matt's going to like this too. We actually have some updates to the website that are really cool. So it makes it very easy for you to see exactly what the next lottery is going to be. And it'll show you what the evil address bonus is on Sunday coming up. That Amish kid's in the house. Gang, Amish kid. You're the one that I think of every time I say Richard Hart's ego could not fit inside of an Amish barn. I'm thinking about your handle, that Amish kid. Good to see you, man. Other than that, like I said, we're just hanging out, and I've got these updates. We're going to jump through the market where you can buy J3 fuel cells, where you can sell J3 fuel cells, and how you can tell if those are live lottery tickets or if they've already been scraped. So yeah, he says I lolled. I'm glad we could keep you guys entertained. That's what this is all about, is community is as much about entertainment as it is about education. And yesterday, oh my gosh, we had the best stream yesterday with Bill from Actuator. Hang on one second, I'm going to shut this door. Oh yeah, okay, so Bill from Actuator, we did a tutorial on how to take your hex, your liquid hex, how to stake it with a delegated stake and get HTT tokens. Now, HTT tokens are liquid T-shares, kind of like the Maxi and the Perps, Maximus DAO and the Perpetuals. They all kind of are basically IOUs for a T-share. And so we went in through that whole system of how to take hex, how to delegate a stake, how to extract the HTT tokens, how to pair them with hex for liquidity, how to deposit that into a farm, and how to earn Actuator tokens. So we will actually check on that because we did that in our live wallet right here. I think we did something like $7 or something like that. Maybe even $70. We'll definitely check through that as well. So I got to pull that up as well. Actuator Finance. Yeah. And then we went through a tutorial on how to use OX Bistro. And then we went on a tutorial of agproject.io where I tried very simply to walk people through the basic steps of agproject.io. And I kept getting lost in the woods, but with Bill's help, he kept asking me the questions that were, pertinent. I absolutely, completely appreciate that. So here we go. Actuator, I got that pulled up here with the website and the dashboard. So that's ready to go. In the meantime, let's check on our comments here. Good group all around. Love you guys. There's always a stream going. Like shout out to Prairie Banana. He's always streaming and talking about PTGC and how to get the most out of that system. And he's always over there building community, which is awesome. The link to join is in our Telegram, and it's also in the comments here on X. So you guys can jump in there. In fact, I'll do it on YouTube as well. Let me pull this up on YouTube. There we go. And now it is also in the YouTube comments as well, if you guys want to jump in on stream with us. So very cool. Lottery 2 soon. Yes, Sunday at the Ultra Dome. Their first 50 kids get Frisbees. Sunday was going down. Yeah, in about 5 hours from now on Sunday. We'll jump into that as well. So we'll be covering that. When Lotto? Sunday. Yeah, Sunday in about 5 hours. Yeah. So what's 5 hours from now? My time, it's around 1:30 here. So 6:30, around 6:30 on Sunday. So Sunday evening, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. That's going to roll down. And I'll show you guys the improvements that we've actually made to this website that have made it so much better. I mean, it's easier to read, it's more accurate, and I don't have to do math on stream anymore. So that's also good. Like I said, jump in the green room, ask any questions like Matt here, When Lotto. Ask any questions in comments and Telegram, of course. But let's get this baby going. We need I'm going to shove my face full of a little bit of pizza while we listen to one of the best songs ever by Horian Investor. This is Dark Matter.
I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity project. I respect staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and on the Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one up. So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io was the flow, and if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. It's for y'all. I'm talking ATP, anti-gravity project. I respect staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will. Got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
Hey kids, we have a special guest in here who also has a copy of that song, a video, an edit of that song, which I can pull up in Telegram. I haven't added it to StreamYard yet because I'm still waiting for the MP4 like a baby. But we will have that locked and loaded in our platform.
Holy shit. It is 87 degrees.
Dude, you look good. You're sweating, man.
It's fucking hot as fuck in here.
You're not used to seeing the sun, are you?
Dude, I went from like 30 to 80.
It sounds like crypto, man.
Totally, dude.
like it's just like blistering hot one day and then
What
freezing.
the hell?
So
What's up with you, buddy?
You look good in the Seahawks shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I probably should not have worn a long sleeve shirt this morning, but like I said, it was like 40 degrees when I woke up.
That's all right. Just pull that baby up, make it short
Yeah,
sleeve. Show off those
right.
guns. Show off those big, juicy AJ Rip City guns.
What's up, buddy?
Dude,
You know, I started to make another edit
Okay.
for that because I know you like to play that that version with his all his stuff on there and the words. But I tried to do it with like a CD playing, except it won't. I can't get the ratio right in the picture, so it doesn't show everything. So I was like, scrap it.
Scrap it.
Yeah, because I wanted to have that. Like if you had that picture with like a CD rolling on that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I'll keep working on it.
It's a killer song. We have the rumors of Freddie Quotes throwing in another verse.
Oh,
We could get a remix of that song pretty soon. But that song is the best how-to video that we have in our community at this point. It says, first you get the dark, you mint the fuel cell, one that earns yield. If you vaporize it, it's tragic. Like that's all you really need to know is get the dark matter, mint the fuel cell, which the mint's coming up around April 10th, I believe. So the next chance to mint more fuel cells is April 10th-ish. But we got a lottery going down on Sunday.
nice.
So we actually have upgraded the entire lottery page so that it's much easier to read and it's much easier to use. Because as you can see earlier, I was doing math on my fingers and toes and the abacus on stream to try and figure out what the next like jackpot was. And our amazing devs, shout out to we'll call them Eddie and Bowie. They're also in our Telegram. They put together and figured out the back end and made it so it displayed if the evil address bonus has been scraped and what it is. So you can see the actual lottery number, the bonus, and then the total. So we'll jump into that in just a second. But having you here, what have you been working on lately? I just watched your videos you created for the Firewell and the X Games.
Now listen, I got a little pushback from that video. That is a CryptoPunk video that I just remixed. And I created the song. I wrote the lyrics. I added it to AI. So that song is mine. But honestly, the video, which I am trying to dive into AI myself and start to, so I could be able to do some of that stuff. But he does get credit for that video. All I did was, Rip City it, and I just cut it up. and just remixed it. So that's that. And I am working on some other stuff. In fact, I'm working on an AG project. I can't say too much about that. I am working on something.
You keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
On the edge of our seats, waiting to see the next creation. Your mix for No Permissions with Ayn Rand was pretty awesome,
dude. And there's like 4 or 5 videos that Randy hasn't even released yet.
Yeah.
Did you see the Maha one?
I haven't seen the Baja one. I saw the one with the tennis guys getting hit in the nuts.
That
one's a favorite. That one's a real crowd pleaser here with our demographic of dudes.
Oh, thanks for showing those, man. I Randy sent me this. Oh man, he's got. I mean, he's getting treatment. He doesn't. I mean, he's busy. I don't want to release him before he releases them, so I'm just letting him have them. And you know, but there is some great stuff coming out that I'm creating. And like I said, if you're on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts or X Shorts or whatever they're called, and you see something that I can throw in No Permissions or a Nope or a Dat, we don't play that, you know, and kind of remix into something and be creative with, send it to me, dude. I'll do it.
Yeah, and speaking of Homie Don't Play That, I've got Hocus Pocus pulled up to share with you guys for the Homie Farms. The Homie Farms are paying way more than the ink printer right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a significant amount of money in the ink printer, just, you know, the 2 stable tokens. And I wasn't making crap on the print token. Like, that thing is just not doing very well.
Or you just don't have enough money in there.
I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I had more money in ink printer working than I had in actuator and Homie Farms. And Homie Farms and actuator are 10xing my return from ink printer. And I'll share that with you guys. I unselfishly shared a tutorial of how to get into the actuator token and farm it yesterday with Bill. So we actually went through the whole process on stream of going from.
Did you have Bill on?
Oh yeah, Bill's a genius, dude. I love Bill. Bill's
that guy.
Bill's awesome. Big fan of Bill and RJ. Shout out to RJ as well.
Yes.
But, actuator is the place you want to put your hex. It's a place to get liquid T-shares and then put those liquid T-shares to work. So you actually earn HTT tokens. You earn hex interest. You earn PulseX rewards for providing liquidity, and you earn the actuator token. You earn all 4 of those by going
just by putting hex in a single side.
No. Just by making a delegated stake. So basically, it's just like a HSI stake, right? You go onto their platform, you make an HSI stake. Well, you can immediately extract or borrow all of your HTT tokens and have them liquid. So your liquid T shares, you got them in your hand. Then you can go to their liquidity pairs, which are, you know, the HTT 3,000, 5,000, 7,000s, depending on how long, what day you want to go out. And you pair that with liquid hex again. So you have hex and HTT. You pair them V2 on PulseX, and you can do all this through their website. You don't have to go to multiple platforms, but you do that, and then you deposit that, and there's no lock period. You can just deposit it for as long as you want, and it pays you out in actuator tokens. And the actuator tokens look to me like they're finding a floor. They're one of the only that hopefully Homie Don't Play That's found a floor too, but they're both kind of like stopping where print is just falling off a cliff right now. Like, you can't.
I wonder why that is.
Fast enough. I think it's just because it's a dump token. It's just a dump token. It got a lot of sell pressure in the beginning that, you know, it's
just never recovered.
To bring a token back from just getting sold a lot right in its first few hours. But that being said,
wasn't that a like part of their I won't say dev group? Wasn't that a part of the distant team that really, I mean, they're out now, aren't they?
Yeah, it appears that some of the team allocation, which was about 30%, some of that was dumped right off the bat.
Yeah,
And
which
it was like,
yeah, wasn't something that was expected.
it just doesn't it doesn't give you a lot of confidence
Yeah.
in the project. Like imagine that like we finally launched Dark Token and you see that the OA address or the mystery box dumps like all of its tokens right off the bat. You'll be like, these guys obviously don't believe in their project.
I mean, is that something that Fast came out and was transparent about?
Yeah, I think that Fast was told one thing by the team and then kind of stabbed in the back because
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't like try to like throw. He took all the heat himself. He said, "Yes, this is what's going on. We don't know if these are going to be bought back or not. We don't know what's going on, but the print token is everything's working as expected. I can't guarantee what the value of print token is going to be. I can just tell you for sure this is how the liquidity fork works, and it works as intended. So it does work as intended. It's just like I said, you put a decent amount of stable coins against each other, and I was only getting like $2-3 a day of print, and it was going down every single day. So I was like, this doesn't quite make sense to stay here. But either way, it is what it is. I'm glad that we can park our ink token somewhere and borrow against them.
and it won't be like that forever.
And if it goes down, you can pay off some of your loan or add some ink token. And if it goes up, you can increase your loan and go put money to work somewhere else, like Homie Don't Play That Farms or Actuator, which are the two best returns I've gotten in a long time, like in years, in over a year.
I haven't even looked at my DAT farm.
Yeah, Homie Don't Play That. Check that out. I reached out to a bunch of people, including the Queen 2 people and Gelato people, and I explained to all of them. I was like, "Hey, look, I've unpaired all of our liquidity, and I paired it all with the Nope token, and put it to work in the DApp farms because that's what's working the best right now. And razor thin liquidity on Dark. I'll show you guys that right now. It's like 16 grand total, which I love. I don't want any liquidity to be on this market with what's going on, especially when we have Bistro, where you're getting full price for your tokens on Bistro. You're selling them for full price and you're buying them at a really good, well, actually, you're usually buying them at a discount to the market. So not only are you not eating slippage, you're also, and feeding the bots, you're also getting a damn good deal. And I love it because the only people going to Bistro are homies. They're the collective.
Yeah.
Our community goes there, and they're not there to dump or arb, even if they want. I mean, they could arb if they wanted to, but they're getting dark because they know they don't have enough dark and they don't have enough fuel cells. So these people are all getting as much dark as they can to mint in the next minting window, which is around April 10th on Journey 4. Journey 4 is going to kick off April 10th. So I love the fact that the people that give a crap about the token are the ones buying the token. That you guys, I mean, we showed people the pink mist whale chart, and that kind of speaks for itself. When you have one person just not selling that's receiving a ton of these tokens, you can create a chart that just melts faces in the market that we're in right now. And it's awesome. I'm actually going to pull that up so I can show you guys as well. W. Let me check to see if there's any other comments or anyone else in the green room before I freeze my cute little face and we take a look at some of these charts. And,
Shit, you don't usually get to see my what I'm driving in. I usually have a background.
There we go. Yeah, usually you do. What's up with your
It
phone?
wouldn't allow me to add the background.
Special effects?
It wouldn't allow me. I don't know what's going on. Usually I'm on my own StreamYard, so.
Yeah. Elizabeth, well, it's funny is on mobile you can't do some of the things you can do on laptop on StreamYard. Like I tried to restream or do certain things on my phone, and it's like, no, you can join the stream, but that's basically it. Elizabeth Machado is also listening and driving. What's up, Elizabeth? Good to see you. And Crypto Cat says ARB opportunities, 1,000 dark and 1,000 fuel cells is an investment strategy, not financial advice.
Nice.
He's running down the road with Starlink himself. He keeps pulling over to set up Starlink and buy like some J3 fuel cells or some good deals. But I'll be playing some games, in Telegram, being like, next two people to send 1 million pink Miss Well to pink Miss Well get X, Y, or Z, and he'll like pull over and.
Wow.
Yeah, he's definitely a fanatic, a lunatic, one of the good guys, the ride or dies. So here, let me. I'm going to present my screen and freeze my face, and we will go into here. We'll share this, kill that, bring our faces down here at the bottom, and we're just going to jump through a bunch of cool stuff. First of all, we're going to go to our favorite website in the world, which is agproject.io. And as you can see, we got about 15 days and 20 hours until you guys get a chance to mint again, which that would be, right around here. I think it would be the morning of the 10th. I could be wrong, but yeah, it should be around. No, it might actually be like 10 in the morning on like the 10th. We'll figure it out when we get closer, but that's when the next minting window is. Basically, if you have dark matter fuel cells, you come here and you connect your wallet. Dark matter tokens. You connect your wallet and you can print the mint 1-for-1 into fuel cells. And when you mint your dark matter into fuel cells, it funds the treasury and the lottery, and it gives you an opportunity to win a lottery. So you got 33 days after the minting closes, where you have 3 lotteries. And at the end of those 33 days, every single fuel cell gets paid from this treasury that keeps pumping up. So you're going to get paid every 45 days unless you smash open that NFT to get the money out of the inside.
Yeah, so, even if you don't win the lottery, you're still earning yield until you crack that open, right?
Yeah, the lottery is basically like icing on the cake. It's just a nice dopamine hit for people to play and keep them interested while they're waiting for their treasury payout. And the lottery payout is liquid. So when your fuel cells win the lottery, you can actually hit this big scrape button right here. Right. And it'll go straight into your wallet. So this button right here, we completely reformatted because it was difficult to see how many of your winnings you had, and the scrape button was kind of not that obvious. So we made it very obvious. Check to see if you've won right here in this box. This is where it'll show up, and the scrape button's right there. So you can see that right there. Also, we redid this entire table. Shout out to Rajit, shout out to Anushka, shout out to Hexius Man Alive, shout out to Sealy from Carpe Diem. We found a way to display this right here. So you got big, bigger, biggest, 1x, 3x, 6x. That's pretty easy to understand. And then here's all the dark that's going to be in the lotteries. And then here's the evil bonus. So the first evil bonus was 16,622.18 bonus. So the total jackpot was 18,755. Now this next one coming up on bigger, it has a bonus of 95, about 9,500 dark. So the next payout is going to be 15,924. So you can see I don't have to do math on my fingers and toes. I don't have to pull up my calculator and guess. Here it is right here. You guys can see the next jackpot right here. And that one's obviously been paid. We got the cute paid sticker on it. But
do you have
it's coming out on Sunday.
Nice. Do you have a spreadsheet of the actual winners and their wallets and how much they're winning?
Yep. We do have that. We actually don't share that because because there's like 2 or 3 secret things that we keep private in the background that we are putting on the evil address in here. In fact, there were like 23 things we were keeping private, and I think all but like 2 or 3 are going to be public. One of the things we can't show is the lottery winners, because if we show people the lottery winners from the current journey, they can snipe the fuel cells when they come up for sale on Pulse Market app. So that's what makes the Pulse Market app so fun, is you don't know if any of these have won the lottery or if any of these are going to win the lottery right here. And I'll go over that real quick too, because we've seen a few other people posting J3 fuel cells up here besides the one daughter address. And I can show you guys how to tell if they've scraped their winnings or not. And I'll show you guys that in just a second when we get to that part of the show. But yeah, right now, if you go to, you go to agproject.io, you click on tools, that pops open the lottery, treasury, and evil address and vaporize. So again, you go to lottery, you can see exactly what's going to be paid out and exactly when it's going to be paid out. So in 4 days, 5 hours, 1 minute, 41 seconds, you can get paid out. This 15,924 is going to be paid out to about 1,700 winners right there. So yeah, so this shows how many people you're competing against, how much was minted from how much jackpot is from the minting, and then how much.
Well, those aren't actually people, right?
What's up?
Those aren't actually people. Those are NFTs.
Correct.
When you say 1,700 people, I mean, you're saying 1,700 NFTs. Somebody could hold half of those.
Correct. The evil address obviously owns half of those, because look at this. We paid out about 18,000 on the last jackpot, and 9,500 were scraped from the evil address, meaning the evil address won about half of this, and it was scraped and thrown back into the next jackpot.
Well, I know I scraped like 500 of those, not even knowing what I was doing.
Oh, for the evil address?
Yeah, I didn't know if I thought that it was Dude, increasing my chance to win.
If you put a button out there, people will hit it.
Yeah, dude, I was click. I didn't even know when I got to 500, I'm like, I wonder if that's enough.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what I'm doing.
And if you go to,
I was supporting your project.
Yeah, thanks for supporting the project. Yeah. Thank you for paying the fees.
Yeah.
If you go to the treasury, you can see that about 13,000 dark have been paid out to Journey 1 and Journey 2 fuel cells. And right now there's 200, about 250,000 of the dark are in the treasury. 3% is going to go to the first journey. 2.7 is going to go to the second journey. And 2.43 is going to go to the third journey that's minted. So as you can see, I see my total fuel cells here. I can see how much has been paid out total. And right now there are 344,752 fuel cells total that are still active that have not vaporized. And now to the evil page. This is AJ's favorite page. The scrape and roll is 0. There's nothing to scrape and roll because you guys already stole everything from the evil address. And then this mint button goes active around the beginning of Journey 4, which is around April 10th, as this countdown shows you right here. So every page, it's crazy. Every page on here has a countdown that tells you when the next thing in the treasury is going to happen, when the next thing in the evil address is going to happen. I mean, well, I take that back. On Sunday, this scrape button could have lottery winnings to scrape right here on Sunday. So watch to see if this button stays open, stays alive. This can disappear and show up whenever the collective decides it wants to. But when
Max? Is there a way to look at the accumulation? Other than seeing your if you've won, is there a way to actually visibly see what's in each of the fuel cells?
Yes, there is.
The accumulation.
That's a great question. And right now, unfortunately, it's on the Vaporize page, which is a page you don't even want to go to, if I'm honest.
Sure.
You do not want to vaporize. But if you go to the Vaporize page here, you can actually see how much accumulation is in your fuel cells before you vaporize. So we're going to move this feature to another part of the site so you don't have to go close to these dangerous buttons.
Yeah, so you don't accidentally hit that damn thing.
But as you can see in this wallet, I have 7 fuel cells. And so I'm just going to write 7 in the box, and I'm not going to approve the treasury, and I'm not going to approve, like scrape the treasury and vaporize. I'm going to stay away from this purple button. Right underneath it, there's this thin white text that says view selected fuel cells. So if I click on view selected fuel cells, I can actually sort by the most recent fuel cell or the fuel cell that has the most accumulation in it with this button.
Nice.
So I'm going to hit view selected fuel cells, and it'll pull up a table of all of your fuel cells. So here are 3 of my Journey 1 NFTs that have all received 0.07. They've accumulated a little bit of dust here from the first 2 payouts. And then I have 1 Journey 2, which has gotten a little less dust than the first one. And then I've got 3 Journey 3s that haven't received any payment because they don't receive payment till the end of this journey. And then all of these, every single one of these fuel cells will get paid every 45 days.
Beautiful.
As long as Pulse Chain's alive, it'll go from dust to significant chunks back to dust during this 4-year game. And actually on past the 4-year game, it'll still continue doing this. But
you should make like a black hole like image and put those in the black hole to be able to visualize what's in all your fuel cells.
I like that.
And separate it from that vaporizing page. Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually wanting to do, I don't want to go into too much detail because I like to under promise and over deliver.
That'd be cool.
But we are working on a place that will show you a lot of good information about your fuel cells without coming to this page.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And something that we've added recently is we have the smart contract address across all of our pages at the top. So you don't have to guess which dark you want to buy. You can copy this to make sure you have the exact contract address for our token. And you
mean you're not making a pump.tires dark token?
Well, we did make one pump.tires token.
But it wasn't a dark?
The pink mist whale.
Okay.
And, I mean, I would say that we are probably doing as good as almost anybody on pump.tires right now with our pink mist whale chart. Like, check that baby out.
Yeah.
And it's taken a break here as people have been trading it, but we are working on ramping this back up. We've got to make a couple requests to a couple websites to start accepting pink mist whale and dark matter as payment. So that's something that we're working on as well. In fact, I want to write that down so I don't forget to do it later. Yeah.
All right, buddy, I'm about to jump into work again.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Story of my life.
Let me double check back here. We don't have anyone else in the green room. We do got some comments here, which is great. Dude, my Hexagon fam back for alpha. Hey, Max and AJ, I appreciate the video. Yeah, we were just playing your song earlier. In fact, I might dig into Telegram and find that other copy that you sent me and play that because that one's really good. Great video, Corey. It sounds better each time I listen to it. Diehard Hexagon's in the house. Say hi to Diehard Hexagon.
Hey, mama.
The site looks great. Nice additions and clean looking site. Thank you. Thank you. We're working. We have so many other things we want to do to make it so much more intuitive and easy and simple for you guys. And when you get feedback from people like AJ here, it helps so much with what people are looking for and what they want. So the feedback's been really great from the community. We appreciate that. Good morning, AG fam. What's up, Hugh Sikin? And it says, "Hey AJ, you are making some amazing videos. Wowza."
Oh, thank you.
Nice. See?
Yeah, I think she gets them firsthand.
Yeah. Is there an
Yeah.
easier way to see your NFT journeys? Someone that minted 100 of each journey. You're doxing yourself, bro. The easiest way to see them right now is actually the marketplaces. You know, like Pulse Market app. We'll go there for a second, and I'll show you guys how you guys can actually see other people's winnings in the back end with impersonator.xyz. And Steve Stashin is in here with a red rocket countdown liftoff emoji that is probably showing up in yeah. Let's see if it shows up here. Yeah, look at it. It shows up right here in YouTube, but it doesn't show up in StreamYard. Hypothetically, minting 100. Yeah, like I said, you want to go to Pulse Market app right here, and you can you connect your wallet, and then you just
Max,
look
buddy,
at
I
my
gotta go.
NFTs.
Love you, buddy.
It'll show you them here. All right, you out?
Yeah, I gotta get into the plant.
All right, get into the plant.
Cool
We love
hanging
you.
out with you, buddy.
Keep being awesome. Say hi to Ashley for us.
Yes, I will.
And
Say hi to Justin.
we will hang out when this bull market kicks off. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Big
All right,
hugs,
good
guys.
to see you again, bud. Take care.
Thanks for all the love. Yes.
Yeah. So CryptoCat, if you go to Pulse Market app, this will show you them. You can actually go by smaller and smaller rows by pushing Control plus or Control minus right here. So like this will show you a whole bunch at a time. But it doesn't always load. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to load. So like I kind of like making these big for stream so you guys can see them. Look at that. So that's like super big right there. I could probably make them bigger, but here you can see my collective NFT that keeps track of my rank in the collective and how many points I've got there. You've got 3 of my J1s. You got 1 J2 and 3 J3s. And then of course a 404 monster right here. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, this is the easiest place to see them right here. And then of course you can also do the vaporize page, but it's not that good visually yet. We're working on fixing some of that. Now, like I was saying earlier, I was going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys. Let me see what else. Before I go there, I'm going to jump into X. Make sure you guys have joined our community, the collective. If you join our community, the collective, this is where you can post and enter the art contest, and then you can retweet, repost, and share to everyone else to get as many eyeballs as we can on this project. It's absolutely beautiful. But this is where we are going to count the votes right here. You've got to be in the community. We're at 26 members. So there's really only 26 people that can vote out of like 400 that we have on our Telegram. So yeah, let me see. We have 441 members in Telegram, and only 26 have jumped here in our community. So this is where we're going to be keeping account. This protects the vote, so to speak, from getting spammed or from people buying bots to vote for it, because all those bots would have to join our community to vote. Anyways, yeah, check this out. Join this if you guys would. And of course, we've got, let me close that. We got OX Bistro. Now, interesting, I took a screenshot of this last night. I shared it on Telegram, and we had some actuator finance tokens, and we had some homie don't play dat tokens in here for a discount. And they've been bought up since then. And we have another person here, BA64, that has 20 of the token, 20 dark for sale. Now, right now, they're out of the money. Meaning that the market value is lower than the asking value right here by about $20. But if you were to buy a couple hundred dark right now, it probably would be about even with the slippage that you're going to face on Pateas. And then of course you got this big guy right here. He's got 926 for sale, but he's about $1,000 out of the money right now, meaning that the tokens are about $1,000 less as a group than what is being asked for. So keep an eye on here. These things can change. Yeah, the beans out of the money. The whole market's kind of getting kicked in the nuts right now. But things change pretty quickly here. And I've seen these prices get changed to being more competitive if the market is uncooperative, let's say. So go to 0x Bistro, connect your wallet, buy and sell your tokens here. You're going to get the best price both ways by doing OTC than you will on Pateus. And I love Pateus. In fact, I should probably pull that up here for streaming purposes. And from here we go into Hocus Pocus. If you go to Hocus Pocus and you click on, I have to refresh this baby. If you click on the farm wizard on Hocus Pocus, then you can see the Homie Don't Play Dat farms. You can also, it's also a really good front end for Fucks and 2Fucks pools if you guys aren't there. Let me try going back here and go to just their website first. Okay, so here's Hocus Pocus launch app. I'm going to click on Farming Wizard up here, loading information about farmings and pools. So it is pulling these up right here. Let me click back on Farming Wizard. And for some reason, it might be Homie right here. Oh my gosh, I've got a very, very important call coming in from a Hexagon here. Let me see if he wants to be on stream with us real quick. Hey Casey, you're on stream.
I'm on stream.
Yeah, I got this. You called while I was streaming, so I thought I'd answer because I thought you had something that you really wanted to say on stream.
I'm glad you said that, because usually when I answer, I usually just start off with a soliloquy, and I don't want to say anything that would affect anybody. So thanks for.
I got your back.
Start a rant.
Well, no, start the rant, because that's really all we do here is just vent and cuss about what's going on.
Okay, great. Tell me how, in any way, shape, or form, that starting a meme coin would somehow reflect an algorithmic stable coin and be the same as PDI. That's bullshit. Everyone's lost their fucking mind, and we need to get back to the basics. I don't understand what the hell is going on right now. And all you motherfuckers out there need to fix their mindset right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't think that the copies on pump.fun are going to help anything anywhere, personally.
What's everybody smoking? We're gonna inject more money into a fake coin when we should be going back to the stables, which are going back into the core coin, which will actually better the chain in itself. I just don't get it. Hex is the best, because even though it has a 3.69 inflation, at least that's a money printer that actually, if it was successful, can still build value to the chain because everyone is faithful to it. I just don't understand. That is our Federal Reserve, but yet we just go in the complete opposite way. I don't get it. Like, I'm about to rage quit. I don't want to.
No, you don't have to. There's really good solutions for people like us with common sense. I did a stream yesterday with Bill from Actuator Finance, and I showed people how to take your liquid hex and how to basically turn it into HTT shares, which are liquid T shares, just like Maximus DAO contract, and then how to provide liquidity, deposit it, and earn, I think it's around 60% that I'm getting on locked producing liquid T shares. Does that make sense?
Kind of. You don't have to show me. I'm more of a, I'm a marine. I have to eat crayons.
No,
I'll walk you while I'm eating crayons.
I'll walk you through it, because it took me a while to figure it out myself. And then once I figured it out, I was like, oh, okay, these are like the 4 steps. There's like 4 steps to it, but basically, I'm earning HTT tokens, which are liquid T shares. I'm earning hex because it's staked. I'm earning PulseX rewards because I have LP, and I'm also earning the Actuator token at a really good rate. So I'm earning 4 things off liquid T shares.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
promising.
it's the way to go. I didn't even want to share it because I didn't want people competing with me for the yield. But I got it. I got to share something good with my community when I find it.
Every time I come back from one of my Indiana Jones trips, everyone's just lost their minds. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think you're jinxing us by going to these ancient places and unlocking evil, crazy mystery.
I don't know what it is, but I just got back. I'm looking forward to jumping on stream with you guys and
yes,
slapping some common sense in everyone's face. So,
well, if people want to pay a stupid tax, they're going to pay a stupid tax.
Yeah,
I mean, crypto is definitely not merciful to mistakes.
No, it is not. We're seeing it right now. So.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, I'll let you get back to your stream. Give me a call later, okay?
All right.
I want to come meet you. I want to come hang out.
Yes. Love you, bud.
All right. See you.
All right, bye. So that was Casey the Hexagon right there calling in. Really cool homie that gave out all these really cool hats in the very first meetup in Vegas. That's what I will do. I think you're talking about maybe you're talking about the actuator finance. Like I said, it's pretty dang good. Don't forget to hit the likes, everyone. And if you guys are looking for something more short term to do with your hex, I highly recommend Steakhouse, the same makers of Bistro, the Magic Carpet Ride people. If you just look up Magic Carpet Ride or MCR 369, I'm pretty sure it shows you guys all their suite of products. But you can join and pool a short-term hex stake and get a better bonus and pay less fees through Steakhouse if you want something short-term to do with your hex. So anyways, I'm trying to pull up all the homie pairs, and for some reason it just pulls this one up, this one's pretty good. It's paying 380% APR right now in DAT tokens for pairing the Homie Don't Play DAT token with Wrap Pulse. So this is a pretty good farm right here. It's paying really good. But basically everything paired with Nope token, Solid X and Nope, Queen 2 and Nope, Dark and Nope, everything paired with Nope is also available to be paired and put into these farms. And I wish I could show you guys just all the homie farms right here. If I search DAT, it doesn't show up. But if anyways, go here, homie. Hocus Pocus. These DAT farms are paying out some pretty good stuff right now. So, and you have all sorts of other things here. Front ends for Power City, I believe, and Hexaco, 2Fucks. There's just so much stuff here for you guys to interact with. It's easier than some of the actual websites that we have. And of course, let me get back here to Pulse Market App. I'm going to show you guys how you can tell if somebody has scraped their winnings, if they have any, right here. So if I go to listings and I go to, here's a good one right here. This one's 1911. If I click on this NFT, this fuel cell NFT right here, it shows me that D25D is the listing. And we've done screenshots, but you can check for yourself to see if this address right here has scraped. And you just go to a little website that's called Impersonator XYZ. I'm going to copy that and put that in the comments for you guys. Yeah, you go to impersonator.xyz. So once you come to Impersonator XYZ, like I said, this works with anyone that's listing these, but this one's listed. I'm going to copy. So here's the smart contract address for all the fuel cells, and this is the seller. So I'm going to copy that address right here of the seller. I'm going to go to impersonator.xyz. I'm going to paste that right here. You see it's already pasted in the address or ENS to impersonate. So yeah, we paste it right here. And then it says Ethereum mainnet. This part's kind of a pain in the ass. you've got to scroll until this little bubble is about 1/4 of an inch down. And I always look for theta networks. There's like 3 theta networks that are right above it. Yep. See, so theta, 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 and then there's pulse chain. So you have to choose pulse chain. You have to put in the address of the person selling it. Then you have to click iframe, and then you need to go to the lottery page. So here's the lottery page right here. You need to copy the lottery page, copy. And you can also do this with like Vaporize and other stuff too to see how much they've got. But I'm going to copy beta.agproject.io/lottery. I'm going to go back to impersonator.xyz, and I'm going to paste it right here. It's already pasted. But you have to choose iframe in the middle. Wallet Connect doesn't work. Extension, I tried using the extension. It didn't work. iframe. So I click iframe. And then if I click connect, it'll show me what this address sees when it goes to this page using pulse chain. So if I scroll down, you can see that this address has won 216 fuel cells out of the first lottery drawing. And it will also show you guys that it has 2,374 dark matter to scrape, and it hasn't scraped yet. Now, if I hit scrape, it's not going to let me scrape on behalf of them. See, it's going to be like, nah, you can't do that because you're not actually, tied to this. But see, it's like, this is what would happen if it hit scrape. It would try to scrape 1 to 50 and then on and on and on. So like you could actually, but anyways, we'll clear that. So anyways, if anyone is selling J3 fuel cells and you want to know how many they want, if they still have winners for sale, then you can go here to impersonate.xyz, and you can use this for all sorts of things. You can use this to see what Vitalik's wallets are doing. You can see what Richard Hart or the OA's wallets are doing. You can see what founders are doing with their wallets on different websites. You can see what they see. You could probably even see like actuator, right? So you could probably see my actuator tokens that we're earning right now, which we'll get to that in just a second. But I wanted you guys to know for yourself how you could tell if there's actually winners in the from the address that is selling these J3 fuel cells on Pulse Market app. So here, let me see if I can find one that's not that one. We're just going to search fuel, and then it's the last one listed right here. Here's fuel cells, and now I'm going to go to priced. So these are the ones that are listed for sale. And this one right here, I believe I checked this one earlier. It shows you, there's the ID, not for sale. Let me try clicking on this one. Okay, no, that one is from D2D, 5D. So that one is from the one that we already checked. Let's go back and see. Hit priced again, wait for it to go up. Wow, most of these have been selling pretty quickly. But let me try this one right here and see if this one. Nope. Okay, so look, this is a good one. This one's by BOA6. So someone from the address BOA6 is selling this Journey 3 fuel cell, and we want to see how many they got and things. So we're going to actually copy this address. We'll go back to impersonator, and we will switch addresses right here. Control paste, and yeah. So now we're looking at this address. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me kill this. Yeah, there we go. So here's the address on Pulse Chain, and this is the lottery. So let's just hit connect and see what they see when they go to the lottery page. I have to redo this. Pulse Chain beta. Okay, cool. So let's actually kill this one, and then we'll paste it in here and see if it'll change it. Impersonator. Paste that one, and then connect. Or well, let's try Wallet Connect, then go back to iframe. Okay, so check this out. Here is the wallet BOA6. BOA6 has won 123 fuel cells. It has 123 winning fuel cells and has 1,352 dark matter to scrape. So this is probably unlikely that they scraped any, because usually it scrapes with 50 at a time. So it appears that these are live lottery tickets, and some of them may be winners coming from this address. But you can do this to double check and see if someone is selling scraped J3s or if they're selling unscraped live lottery tickets. Yeah, I thought I'd let you guys know that. It's just instead of just saying buyer beware of X, Y, and Z, I can say this is exactly how you can verify for yourself if this person has been scraping and selling used fuel cells. So we got Hex T. Armstrong in the house, maker of the chains, defender of the right, and he's probably filling out a safety report as
inspection.
How many safety reports or things do you have to fill out a day? On
that depends. So we had a screaming local economy up until the Fed rate hikes there at the third quarter 2024. So we've slowed down, but I can't tell you, we're about ready to bust again. I think if we get another 1/8 to a 1/4% cut, our house buying season, including all of our new homes, they're just going to take off. Just retrospect. So 18 months ago, it was not uncommon for me to have 30 inspection requests in a day.
Whoa.
And I've had days where I've uploaded 25 inspections.
That sounds like a long day.
Yeah, most people in the trades, they do 2 or 3 jobs, a little TI, a little remodel, 2 or 3 jobs a week. I get 4 or 5 jobs done by noon.
Smoke Spiders in the house giving a wave. Of course, you're here for the tech support. Ahoy, mates. Ahoy. I was just walking through this today, walking through the updates on the website to show guys you can easily see what the next lottery is going to be without watching me do math on stream. You can also double check the NFTs for sale on Pulse Market app to see if they've been scraped or not. So that's also cool.
Can I roll us back to yesterday? And sure. I'm not going to talk about the purple coin. I'm going to talk about that excellent stream from Firewell, and is it Axis? Yesterday morning around 10 o'clock. Yeah. I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, brother, that in your infinite wisdom and just cosmic good luck, you fell in with Randy Hilarski and gang, and I think over your streams, if I'm not mistaken, you intuitively or logically found out the best partnerships in the Pulse chain, and that's basically coming under the benevolence and swimming in gentle wake of the Firewell. Am I anywhere close to reality?
Yeah, and Randy Hilarski was there too. I've been on a lot of conversations as I was trying to thin liquidity and move our community over to OX Bistro. I had a lot of talks with founders behind the scenes that were also trying to figure out what to do with the purple coin, trying to figure out like how to handle liquidity and things like that. And almost everyone that I talked to says that all the founders highly, highly regret not pulling the plug sooner and not ripping the Band-Aid off sooner.
Yeah, copy that. And and I don't want to sling mud. We all make mistakes, right? Sure. We all make mistakes, but look what has happened in the last, we'll call it 10 days. Look how many people have gotten involved that's passionate about the chain and were not afraid to come and have what I thought were, for the most part, at least the ones that I tuned into, were intelligent, were sincere, and were collegiate debate. And I think that's healthy for our chain.
Yeah, I totally agree. Bright Lights in here says, how big am I winning Sunday? That's a good question. I hope you guys are really big on Sunday, because that's going to be a lot of fun. That'll be our second drawing. It's going to be a little smaller than the first because there was less dart to steal from the evil address. than the time before. So it has gone down, but it has definitely been paid out to all the participants.
I tell you what, right? It's going to be at least a 2, maybe 3, maybe even a 6x. I bet you it's going to be somewhere at least a 6x. Where else are you going to get that in Pulse Chain in the next 5 days?
Yeah. Yeah, and Smoke Spider says Randy Hilarski was there too. Yep. Randy says Firewell is an amazing man and so benevolent in so many projects. We're so appreciate him, kissy face. That's right, Die Hard. We really are. There's a lot going on being built in our community underneath the no permissions umbrella that wouldn't really, wouldn't have the startup capital, wouldn't have the economic energy to really get these things coded, get them audited, and get them launched in a professional manner. So
okay, now since my hypothesis is holding water, after listening, and that was the first time I've actually had the chance to listen to the Firewell. I tell you what, it's amazing how he's able to take a complex thing like the pros and cons about divesting or not divesting from the purple coin, what he was willing to sacrifice, what he did sacrifice, what we all sacrificed in order for that phoenix to rise out of the ashes again. And, he had some pretty strong words for a certain community, but, he did it in a way that it wasn't antagonistic, and it wasn't, it wasn't, it wasn't spiteful. It literally, was this, hey, okay, we all made this mistake. We all got in bed with this liquidity web. Okay, lesson learned. Let's roll back. Let's roll back that liquidity and build back stronger.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know that them and both Firewell and PTGC community have had to make some difficult decisions this week. And I'm really proud of where they've gone with that and how they've handled that.
Me too. And then being available, for a public discourse to hear, both sides or three sides or your side, but to put, to be able to make themselves available, say, hey, look, we have an issue here, right? We got into something that was, there were times when everybody was riding the wave, the Hart's Law, and then we wrote it back down. And going forward, we need to be a little bit more careful about what we bond to.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like I said, it's the stupid tax is pretty high and pretty swift in crypto. You make a mistake in crypto, and the consequences are pretty immediate.
Yeah. Now,
yeah,
you're gonna credit me with that phrase, the stupid tax phrase, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because I've played plenty of stupid tax, but it's been all good. I've learned from it, though. That's the value of it. That was lost economic energy that has paid off in just being more at peace, more settled, and hopefully a little bit more intuitive when it comes to jumping into something I don't understand. Going back, one more thing to Solid X. Now, the original token, and I know you may or may not be able to speak about this, even if you have the answer. I thought I got an indication from Firewell that that's his core baby, the original token, and this is not financial advice. Do your own research, but that token's not necessarily going to go anywhere, but hopefully we're going to see a chart that looks similar to the Pink Miss Well chart as far as a community of believers holding that coin and putting a lot of buy pressure on that token. I'm just putting it out there. You don't have to, if you can't speak about that, I understand that, but that's kind of what I got from that part of that conversation that was chock full of alpha within the no permissions group.
Are you talking about when they were talking about listing the other coin?
No, not necessarily. There were some early scuttlebutt on crypto mastermind X and DGen Roundtable about what the game theory was. Was Firewell going to basically buy up the market of his original token, make it rare, put it under lock and key, or nonetheless, was he hoping that the community at large would lock those tokens up in our wallets? I understand the pump tire tokens. I understand that has a whole another utility with the advent of that beautiful online casino that's coming. And, hopefully in the next 6 weeks or so, he gets the green light to go with the international gambling license. But that's even on Coinbase and Pulse Chain, those games are going to burn. Most of the burn rate's going to be to the benefit of the Pulse Chain. If I have got all my facts straight.
Wow. Yeah, I think I am pretty excited about that going off. I played the Rocket game, the demo, and it is addictive as hell. Super addictive, because it really taps into that gambling addict, the dopamine hit of like knowing when to pull your losses or when that sucker crashes. It's pretty interesting. Randy,
the ultimate game of chicken, huh?
Yeah, Pulsecoin says they're dropping this tomorrow, a Pulse Chain Blockchain Explorer. So let's follow these homies right here and see if they drop that. It'd be great to have a really good block explorer, because right now most of us just use DBank as our block explorer. So this is interesting. And of course,
you don't like the Otter Scan suite that's dedicated to Pulse Chain?
Nope.
Do you find that to be not up to date?
We tried using that to write to contract and do certain things in the beginning, and it was a nightmare getting validated or verified.
Oh, I see.
Verified it through them. It was garbage, total garbage. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Especially if you come from Base or from Ethereum, the block explorers there are pretty good and pretty useful. I would say yeah, but DBank is the best block explorer we have right now. And it'll be really interesting to see. Like I said, I was just showing people on screen while you were talking. Make sure you go to Coin Market League every day and vote for your favorite tokens. It helps get eyeballs on Dark, Carpe Diem, Hex, and Hocus Pocus. Sometimes we even throw a little bit of love to the HOA token, the orange token. But make sure you guys come in here, jump in here. I can kill these. So yeah, I think right now it would be great to have a better explorer. I was just showing people impersonator. Not sure if you caught that part. Hex T. What do you do with the impersonator to check on stuff?
I haven't I've been so busy the last 24 hours, 25 hours. I haven't had a chance to go ahead and use that website. I think I can probably navigate through it. I'll watch the replay. You don't have to go through it again for my sake, but cool. Now when you had that last contract address, or that address up, and it said it had 123 winners and X amount of dark. Now that just tells you what's in that wallet, right? It doesn't tell you which one's in that wallet. For example, you're not gonna be able to go and look at each J3 individual NFT off that wallet, or could you?
But I can see that this one has 958 fuel cells right here in the treasury. So I can see that, and I could even go to Vaporize and put in 900 once this loads, and I could actually view the selected fuel cells. So I could see how many of them are J1, J2, J3s.
Sure.
Like here's 900 of them. We'll just do the most recent. So view selected. Yep. So you've got about 900, and it loads slowly, but Yeah, if you go in here, you'll be able to see how many of these they actually have, or where their number starts. So,
Hey,
so yeah,
have
you
you
could
tried to
mint
have
it.
you tried to vaporize one of the mystery boxes fuel cells on that site? That would be a bug we'd want to know about.
But if you tried to scrape on behalf of these, it obviously doesn't let you scrape.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
let you
Cool.
see what they see when they roll in. This is how the first way that we learned how to see the evil addresses winnings was through this website before we got the back end working the way we wanted to.
So way to go, way to go there, Sensei. You've just made us all NFT instead of wallet watchers, we're NFT watchers now.
Yeah, you can see exactly what's going on with that one. And you could actually see, you wouldn't see if it was great, but you could actually, you'd be able to look at the treasury payouts to all these, which they're going to be the same across the board, but still it'll tell you how many of them they have, which is quite interesting. Moving on to liquidity-pools.versell app from the beekeepers, Block Hive. These guys are super cool. Consider throwing
Hey, brother,
a
I
little
appreciate the airtime. It's
Yeah.
79 degrees, gorgeous bluebonnet weather here. I'm going to go walk along the banks of the fast-moving Yakima River, enjoy the rest of my lunch. I'll catch you a little later. You saw my DMs and Telegram?
I believe so.
Okay, we'll talk about that offline.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, bud. Have a good one.
Yeah, bye. You too. Bye.
Yep. Consider throwing some donations here to these guys right here. They do some very valuable work. And I'm imagining we could get our logo up here for not too much money. Really cool dude. I asked him if he would come on the stream. He said he's not much of a streamer, but he's happy to help in the background, answer any questions. Very cool dude. Yeah, follow these guys on Twitter. And also, like I said, if we just scanned ours right now, we're sitting at about $16,000 of liquidity. New one jumped up here, Fire W. So Fire is hooked up with 1,000 right here. Firewell token is hooked up to us. That might be the Pump.Tires token that he was just talking about. But we have Nope, Most, and Hex are the top ones. And then we got about $1,000 of Wrap Pulse. So this makes things very slippery on Mateus, which is why, again, I recommend you guys go to Zero X Bistro to buy and sell your tokens. Here again is the Pink Miss Well chart, looking pretty good. We'll see what happens with this in the near future if we can get this approved as payment on a couple of the platforms we like to use. Here's the price of Dark. Dark did a little jump yesterday up to 11.50. Let's see, is this the 4 hour? Yeah. So we were up around $13 not too long ago. We're back down to 10.8 on most of these pairs. That one's Most. This one's Hex, 1081. This one's 1080 against Nope. And then, of course, we have the Homie Don't Play That token right here, which it looks like it took a healthy bounce and that it's trying to find a floor right here for the Homie Don't Play That token. The Print token does not look like it's found a floor. It looks like it may come back down and it may stay here at about 0.7 cents, 007, right around the price of Hex was not too long ago. And then, of course, the Actuator token, it looks like it's still ranging down, but it's done a big bounce. And we can actually see our actuator that we set up yesterday. Let's check on our portfolio here. So if we go here to our dashboard, or sorry, our stakes, it's only been, I don't think it's been 24 hours since we extracted these, so we don't have more able to extract yet. If we go to pools, it's not going to show our pools in here because we deposited those in the farm. So now we go to earn and actuator farms. And here's the $69 of LP that is farming. We've earned 422 actuator tokens. So 422 actuator tokens on a $70 basically investment right here of HTT 7000 and Hex liquidity pair. So there we go. It's already earning there. And then in a day, probably tomorrow, I'll be able to come back to the stakes and we'll see the HTT as well accruing, and the hex accruing, because remember, this is a stake. This is a stake for about, let's see, it comes out on in 2039. So the stakes clear out to there. But again, it's got this liquid asset, liquid component, which is quite interesting. So yeah, so that was about it. I just basically wanted to show you guys the new lottery address that shows the next payout in clear fashion, and show you guys how to check and see if the J3s that you guys are buying off of Pulse Market are have been scraped, if the lottery's been scraped. And yeah, that's about it. Ask any questions you guys have in our Telegram, t.me/anti-gravity saga, just like the song from Corey Investor says, I know the Yakima River well, says CryptoCat. Yes. So that being said, yeah, but keep an eye on bistro.com. You never know what tokens are going to show up there and what kind of prices you're going to get there. Keep your eyes on Telegram, because you never know when a Pink Miss Well contest or game might pop up. And then also, that's also where we're going to be announcing other information there. So yeah, that's about that. Thank you so much. Shout out to No Permissions, Randy, Hollerski, Firewell, and the whole Solid X team. Excited to see things being built over there. Shout out to Fast Abdul for not just sitting and waiting through the BS that he sat through with Sami, and the great points that he made as Sami and another Hexagon just ran their mouths for hours and hours. But shout out to Fast Abdul also for helping and being the face of the ink printer token, and for that working as well as it is. Hopefully we'll see more and more ink get sucked off the market. But that being said, I it looks like the market's still like in a little slump today. Not much of a bounce, and so keep your eyes open. Starlink is ready. Starlink's awesome. Starlink is awesome. We should get sponsored by Starlink. That would be cool. All right. That being said, Fast Abdul and Fast Yakima, see short clip in Telegram. Okay. Let's see here. Crazy 24-hour cycle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not signed into Excel, so I am having trouble opening that one, but I'll be checking that out. And you said that's in our Telegram. There it is. Yes, sir. Absolutely beautiful. Let me share that. All right, hang on. I gotta move this over to this screen. There we go. Lovely. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful place to have lunch. Nice. Yeah. So check us out. You guys have a wonderful day. Go back and watch yesterday's stream with Bill from Actuator Finance. Hopefully we'll have a decent we'll have a decent clip of that ready for you guys. Unfortunately, going to be a long, hot, dry summer. Maybe. Yeah, ignore that screen on the flash as I was getting ready to jump in the hot tub. But at least it's like above here, so YouTube won't get too crazy about it. Other than that, like I said, Sunday the lottery's going down, and we'll be seeing some more winners there. Sunday will be here before you know it. That stream with Bill was awesome. Thank you very much. It's about 2.5 hours. I'd love to clip down like the actual tutorial of how to go into Actuator, how to list on Bistro, and how to mint on Dark Matter. If we can get those clipped, I would be so insanely happy, because people are more likely to watch a 3 to 5 minute clip than a 2.5 hour, marathon. I learned a lot. Thank you very much, Smo. Yeah. So like I said, Smo's hit me up again. We'll see if we can get some, software your way so you can clip some stuff for us on those, but definitely good places to put your money. Homey Farms are a great place. I shouldn't be telling you guys these things because you'd basically be competing with me for yield, but when I find something good, I've got to share it with you guys because I care about you guys. I care about you guys more than I care about making an extra 2 or 3%. So yeah, and that breaking news, Hex T is now working on the money chain. Stay tuned. Okay, check that out. We are the collective family. We are the collective family, and best damn community in crypto, hands down. So I appreciate you guys taking this journey with us, being so supportive, so patient, and really just being so enthusiastic about joining the art contest and helping with the book. More on that to come, obviously. But yeah, thanks again. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and take care of each other and take care of yourselves. You matter, and what you do matters. Way to go, Hex T Armstrong and CryptoCap 46. Yeah, they're killing it, and Smo's killing it too. So yeah, reach out, and we'll continue taking one step at a time and getting through this crazy market, waiting for the bull pump. Have a blessed day. Yes, have a blessed day. You matter. What you do matters, and you are worthy of what you want. Like you're worthy of receiving the things that your heart desires. And if you can wrap your head around those two things, you'll be ahead of a lot of people. This is AJ Rip City Hex going out with Kate Figor right here, and this killer video, and I'll play a couple more here.
Nova is here, he's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man Heavy, hit up right by, hit his side at the raid. Together they fight, and guards their corner, rich and valor, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. For the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. Through shadows of doubt, they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Nova and Heavy Hitter, our heroes embark in the big galaxy that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For it's Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light. Nova and Alpha, defenders of the right.
All right. Another thing hitting the community today is we have AKA Peace Frog. Yep, Peace Frog. Another thing that's hitting the community today is Rabby saying that they're not going to support Pulse Chain in the next few days. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if we can change their minds, because I like using Rabby quite a bit. If Rabby does not support us and help us, then we will find the next best wallet to run with. So stay tuned about that. And let's go into a couple of these cool flashes from Red Squirrel, and also into Corey's song. All right, and now back to Corey. Corey, an investor. In fact, I should probably pull up. Let me look at something. See if I can find this from. Well, no, that one's only one verse. So that one's a short one. We'll get a longer one up here from AJ. AJ, we'll get a whole stack of AJ's videos and play those.
I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity, project I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will, got the dark matter token going up, I can tell. Hey, I can tell this is the start of something fresh. Shout out Hex Revision and on the Hex, yes. I confess, Hexicans don't stress, cause as a community we one of the So tell me, are you in, or tell me, are you out? Do you want to win, or do you chase the clout? What is this really about? The treasury and lottery. If you meant dark tokens, you can get a part of it. So how does it work? Let me explain. First you buy the dark token, now you're in the game. Then you mint the dark and get a fuel cell. That's an NFT, one that earns yield. As long as you have it, it feels like magic. But if you vaporize the NFT, that's tragic. So most think crypto is a game. Are you here for the fame, or here to make a name? See, Hexicans reign, we create our own lane. I thought I told you, we the new financial gain. AGproject.io with the flow. And if you know what I know, then you know what I know. That's just how it go. Something like to support the team, the dream. Public service announcement, t.me/anti-gravity saga is the telegram. Tap in. That's for y'all. I'm talking AGP, anti-gravity, project I respect, staying true to the tech. We got the evil address and the pink Miss Will, got the dark matter token going up, I can tell.
All right, and shout out to Vets in Crypto, rocking the Vets in Crypto shirt right here. He's going to come back to streaming both with Crypto Compassion and on the shit show and by himself. So yeah, shout out to Vets in Crypto. Other than that, I love you guys. I will see you tonight, probably not tonight. I got my roller skating group and a self-help group tonight I'm added to. I love Wednesdays for that reason. But yeah, you guys stay awesome. And one more. Pooh. Yeah. See, Smo likes the Vets and crypto stuff. Shout out to that gang right there. Queen Pooey, Vets, coin, cool stuff. And like I said, keep an eye out for those actuator. Like I said, watch that one, go back, and hopefully we'll get some good tutorials out of that stream, because it's nice to see something be done all the way through. Click. Again, it's on Rabby, so we'll see if that sticks around or not. But yeah, ciao guys.